Welcome to the Credit Secret Show, where we show you exactly how to improve your credit score so you can achieve all of your financial goals, like buying a house, buying a car, starting a business. I'm your host, Vernell Watts. I'm the founder of a credit improvement company called Fortune 800, one of the fastest growing credit improvement companies nationwide. And I'm the author of The Credit Reset, a modern guide to repairing your credit. And today we're going to be talking about inquiries, how to deal with inquiries, and some of the things that you should watch out for before actually removing inquiries, being concerned about inquiries, and getting them from different car lots. I know some people have had their credit ran 20, 30, 40, even 50 times at a car lot, and I'm going to show you how to avoid that, how to get those removed off your credit report, when to remove inquiries, and when you shouldn't remove inquiries. Now, anytime there's an inquiry on your credit report, it's going to remain there for 24 months, aka 2 years. Now, out of that 24 months, it's only going to have an impact on your credit score for about 6 to 12 months. After month 12, it's having zero impact on your credit report, even though it's sitting on there that you went out and applied for the credit. It's not having a negative impact on your score. Now, the inquiries can impact your score anywhere from 2 to 10 points, depending on how many you get. The more you get, the more it starts to affect your credit score. If you're getting, 10, 20, 30 inquiries in a month, in a week, whatever it is, you want to really tone that down because that's going to lower your score tremendously. Now, I've been hearing a lot about the 24-hour inquiry removal, 48-hour inquiry removal, just getting inquiries removed off of your credit report in general. And what people don't realize is when you're in a situation where you need credit repair or you're looking to improve your credit score, it's not likely that inquiries are having the highest impact on your credit report. It's not very likely, especially if you applied for all those things months ago. It's like I said, 6 to 12 months, it's not really having any impact on your credit report at all. So you don't even want to worry too much about inquiries, but if you need it for a specific reason, a funding reason, purchasing a house, purchasing a car, there's too many inquiries on your credit report, then you can look to get them removed. Now, if you are looking to get them removed, one thing you have to watch out for is when people are saying they can get inquiries removed off of your credit report or they're giving you a guide to do it, one thing you have to make sure you avoid is disputing the inquiries for the accounts that you were successfully able to open, the accounts you got approved for. So let's say, for instance, I went out and got a new credit card, $1,000 line of credit. I applied for the credit card, the inquiry hit my credit report, but I got my $1,000 line of credit. Then I go back, circle back, 3-4 months later, and I get a 24-hour inquiry removal guide, and it says I can get all my inquiries cleared, and I dispute all of my inquiries online. Or I call in over the phone and I speak to the fraud department. That's usually what they tell you to do. Speak to the fraud department and say you didn't authorize these inquiries. You dispute an inquiry for the account that you got approved for. So once the credit card company gets notice of this, because anytime you dispute anything, the credit bureaus, they contact either the collection agency or the credit card company in question. So you disputed the inquiry for the account you got approved for. So once you dispute that inquiry, the account that you got approved for is going to be closed. So you're going to lose a positive account, positive credit history, and that could have been, one of your only accounts. Maybe you only had 2 or 3 different accounts. Now one is gone, all the history. And now your credit card usage may be up as well as a result of getting that account closed. I've seen this happen to a lot of people. They want to go get inquiries removed. They're so concerned with getting the inquiries removed off their credit report when that's not really the main thing that's having an impact on their score. It's maybe collections, late payments, high credit card usage. It's usually something else. Very rarely will you ever see a credit report or deal with somebody where the issue on the credit report is them having too many inquiries. That's a very rare thing, even though it happens or it's lumped in with the other stuff like the collections, the late payments, whatever else it is. All that stuff can be lumped in, but inquiries is usually at the bottom of the list. So I really wouldn't be too concerned about removing the inquiries off the credit report, especially for the accounts you got approved for, because if you do dispute those inquiries that for the accounts that you did get approved for, you will have that account shut down, and you'll have to contact the credit card company, beg them to keep the account open, and then they'll replace the inquiry on your credit report. And then you might have to go through that 24-month cycle, or they might run your credit again. You might have got approved that day. For whatever reason, your credit card usage was lower, your score was up, whatever reason it was, you may have got approved that day. But then later on, when you disputed the inquiry, trying to get everything removed off of your credit report, then you might get denied. They might have to rerun your credit because they closed your account. So you never want to dispute an inquiry for an account that you already opened successfully. And they're not having that much of an impact on your score. A lot of people are really overstating how much impact an inquiry has on your credit report. Now, let's say, for instance, you went to a car lot and they ran your credit, 20, 30 times. That's having a high impact. That is having a high impact, but that's usually the exception to the rule. Most people who are looking to get inquiries removed off their credit report, they're just looking to get a couple of extra points on their credit score just to qualify for something or get to that 800 level, whatever it is. But it's really not having that much of an impact. Now, if you've been in a position where you've gotten your credit ran 20, 30 times by a car lot, here's what you do. You want to call into each one of the credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You want to speak to the fraud department, because I'm guessing that when you authorize them to run your credit, you assume that it was going to be maybe once, twice, 3 times. I don't think you authorized. If they would have told you up front, we're going to run your credit 30 times, I don't think that you would have said yes, if you ask me. So it's okay to speak to the fraud department in that situation and say that you didn't authorize all these unnecessary inquiries on your credit report and you would like them removed. Then you'll get the inquiries removed within 24 to 48 hours, and they won't show up. But don't go to that car lot again, because you're going to be stuck in the same situation. But if that is your situation, then always call in the 3 credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Get those removed. Speak to the fraud department. Have them removed within 24 to 48 hours, and don't end up in that position again by letting the car lot run your credit over and over again. Make sure if you do go to a car lot to get a car loan, you want to make sure you have a clear understanding of how many times they're going to be running your credit. Ask them, how many different lenders are you going to be submitting my credit application to? 2, 5, 10? You don't want to come back and they ran your credit 30 times and they finally found somebody to approve you, because you're going to have to deal with all that on your credit report for the next 24 months. And even though they're not having an impact on your score after 12 months, if you're going to apply for something else later on down the line, it's going to look like you're really, really thirsty to get a line of credit. Now, it may not be impacting your score, but when the lender sees that, that might be an automatic denial. So keep in mind when it comes to that, you don't want to let the car lots run your credit a million times just so you can get the car. You want to have a clear understanding of how many times they're going to run it. And if you are looking to get inquiries removed off your credit report and that's not your situation, like I said, it's not having as much impact on your credit score as you may think. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for being here. If you are looking to get one-on-one help with your credit score, I want you to go to www.fortune800.com and book 100% no obligation free consultation. Me and my team can have a look at your credit report and determine a plan of action on how you can boost your score today. I'll talk to you guys soon.